oh, I'm doing X, Y, and Z without pants on at this moment.
I don't have any problem taking my clothes off.
You need to feel safe. You need to feel trust and feel that they have your back and your front.
Previously on The Season, we've introduced you to Stephen Crandall, a West Texas A&M University administrator and instructor who directed Amarillo Little Theatre's production of The Full Monty. This time we talked to the men who are willing to take it all off and learn what happened when they revealed more than they expected. Join us as we get down to the bare essentials in episode 5 of The Season.
Did I capture your imagination? Did I break you down and make you smile?
The Full Monty, which just closed after a sold-out 2-weekend run, focuses on a bunch of schlubby, unemployed guys who decide to put on a strip show in a desperate attempt to make some much-needed money. By design, the show calls for a lot of, shall we say, exposure. The characters rehearse by getting down to their underwear, then plan to reveal all, or appear to, on the big night.
It's the illusion of nothing. It's the illusion of full nudity, the Full Monty.
It fires those lights, and then it, after about a 1.5 to 2 second flash, it goes immediately into black. Mm-hmm. And that allows the audience to sort of see the silhouette. Their eyes can't adjust and focus before it's already dark. Yeah, that's the goal.
That's the goal. The cast knew going in that they had to be prepared to show a lot of themselves.
I'm very comfortable with it. Not necessarily at a point where I think my body's perfect by any means, but I know what my body looks like and I'm comfortable with it, so I don't have any problem taking my clothes off.
Gentlemen,
But at the show's preview night, before a packed house, there was a little snafu.
Let's not use the word little.
Okay, a major malfunction.
We had a lighting cue error, and the final scene, which I don't want to give too much away, we're not supposed to be revealed. We were revealed.
He sort of realized that the lights weren't on, looked down, and was like, "Oh!" And then it was black, you know? Uh-huh. I mean, we went through multiple repeats of that moment. Over and over. I can't tell you how many times.
And it takes away a little bit from the anxiety of, oh, I'm doing X, Y, and Z without pants on at this moment.
You need to feel safe. You need to feel trust and feel that they have your back and your front, so to speak. So absolutely. You have rehearsed your choreography. Everything is down to timing. And you're told when to do your move, and you do your move, and these wonderful blaster blinding lights that are supposed to come on behind you don't, and the house lights are still kind of on, it's not dark yet, and you realize that what is supposed to be simulated nudity has become something much, much more. So it almost goes in slow motion for a second.
Once the actors removed their thongs and caps, 4 of the 6 were completely exposed. Yes, completely.
There was a collective decision by the actors and the costume designer that they would not wear any protection.
Okay.
So they did not wear protection.
Okay.
So that means that they were fully exposed, and they chose not to do that because it was cumbersome amidst all the other things they had to wear and put on and take off.
At the moment, you're just shocked. You're just, what do I do? And then you think, oh boy, what does everybody else think?
It was a lot of work that really did pay off. It's just hard when you depend on one moment to sort of seal the deal for the audience, and it just didn't happen, and it was frustrating.
Yeah. In the moment, that reality is just, it's shock, it's surreal. I don't think I will ever have another experience quite like that. Austin, who plays Dave in the show, immediately started laughing. I mean, on stage, belly laughing. I mean, hard, heavy. So that broke kind of the tension for us. Wow, we were all just naked on stage together. That really happened.
Ultimately, there was no harm done. The guys were exposed for less than 3 seconds, and artistic director Alan Schenkel sent an email to that night's patrons apologizing for the mishap, reporting only positive responses.
I think everybody, both on stage, backstage, and in the audience, was sort of shell-shocked by the moment. And I think the audience, fortunately, I think, for the most part, went along. Either they felt like that was intentional and went with it, or they recognized that there was a lighting mishap and they chose to ignore it or forgive us or whatever. But I think that they, they fortunately, the reaction in the bows seemed to be very, very appreciative and very positive.
Crandall, after reviewing footage we shot, adjusted the light cues and put in other preventative measures to avoid another similar goof.
People, though it seems, have really taken this musical to heart and all the different aspects of it, and so people were good-natured, I think, about our oops at the end.
I think every one of us was able to laugh and say, okay, well, if that's the worst, which is the worst thing that could happen in this show, and we're okay. Yeah. We're okay, we're fine. It's one of those things, live theater, you can't help everything that's gonna happen. You just do your best, and keeping in character in that moment, it's pretty hard.
Panhandle PBS and The Season will follow Amarillo Little Theatre throughout 2016 and 17. Up next, can theater be anywhere near as compelling as the real-life politics of 2016? The Season is brought to you in part with support from Park Central, Duncan Boyd Jewelers, and Realty Central of Amarillo, with additional support from Krause Landscape Contractors.